Hello, it's about 9:40 a.m. I've just got into the studio and I'm powering up for day 2 of recording Bonita. Not had my coffee yet, but I thought I'd give you a quick show of my microphone setup for today's session. Right, let me get around the other side of this. Okay. Start with drums, always everyone's favourite. Got the mid-side matrix set up on the overheads. The old trusty 4/4 ones and 4/2 ones set up here for the cowbell. A couple of you can see them, the Bayer 201s, snare top and snare bottom. Just a basic AKG on the hi-hat there. They actually need a lot of hi-hat because they're doing sort of crossover Latin music with a lot of hi-hat work. Got Sontronics on the kick and NS10 speaker on the sub. I switch around kick drum mics quite a lot on different sessions. Don't really have a favourite. Congas here, a couple of my vintage Bayer ribbons. It's supposed to be a matched pair apparently, but got the overhead, just a new 441. Oh, incidentally, the mid-side matrix is a vintage pair. That's a UBLS pair of 414s. They're a lot darker sounding than the new ones. Can't say too much about the new AKGs. Just guitar amp here. Got the old Sennheiser 409 on the cab and a Russian valve mic Lomo. Lomo's very spiky, lots of lovely high end. The 409's got all the low end. Also in the much quieter passages of music, sometimes, well, when the guitar's quieter and the drums are loud, you get a lot of bleed on that Lomo, so it's nice to have the 409 as an option. Got one of the I don't know if you can see that there, one of the Austrian Audio OC18s on the bass. A little bit of distance on the cabs here, but not too much. Again, we're capturing live in the room, so I've got to be careful with the bleed. These are my new Stand Easy screens, by the way, which are absolute joy. Getting wonderful isolation thanks to them. Today we're tracking the piano, but I normally have a pair of again, the new Austrian Audio pencil mics are on there. One of them, they're detached at the moment because I was using one for the percussion yesterday. You can see it just lying in the room, but he had some extra bells and shells and atmosphere effects with his congas, so we were using that. I have an old Reslo hiding away here with a new transformer in it. The old Reslo's up against the soundboard. Still has quite a bit of noise in it, that mic, but in this sort of context it's perfect. They've shot up in value recently. I can't say it's worth it, but used to pick them up for about 50 quid. Here we have our horn section. We've got the trumpet player. We've got an old RCA on here. I was getting a wild sound off this yesterday. It took a while to get it under control. It's actually the only thing I've got running through outboard. I've got this running to ADL 1000 optical limiter because and then even I was still picking up bits of air, so pop shield on that sorts it all out. Again, the RE20 on the saxophone here, and they're all tucked away neatly behind this protective zone to protect them from the drums. Keys, he's got Casio up here now, stereo, but he was running a bass synth off it as well yesterday, so switching out the lines of that, and then a Nord, and then again, as I say, we got the piano here, so that's the setup of the mics. And I'll very quickly go through to the control room. So everything's coming in on the most of it's coming in on the Neotech kick sub, snare bottom, high tom, low tom. Got the Nord left and right here actually, funny sequence, but one of these EQ channels doesn't work well, so I have to. Mid-side matrix coming in. I don't process them though I could do. I actually got down here a mid-side matrix box, one of the electrical audio ones. I was doing a recording last week where I processed it, but that's if I'm actually producing the mix, then I can trust my decision. Additional Cytex here, which are also same preamps as I got in the Neotech desk, so I'm pretty much running the whole session off the same pre's. Congos, bass DI, as I say, the piano soundboard, a couple of guitars. I haven't commissioned these last 4 channels of the desk in yet, I have to say. Then we got the Cytex all running to the Chilton console here. I'm not actually using any of the Chilton pre's for this session. Here I go. This is for the trumpet. This is the only bit of outboard. I've got the ADL just slightly on that. Yeah, everything else. So sax as well. Sax is also running to the Neve Portico here, and then coming back in on the Chiltons. So I've pretty much got tiny bits of corrective EQ on all of the channels for this session. This is also the desk where I set up monitoring for headphones and such like. So a lot of here we are, we're patching in. This is my outs coming here on the Neutrik for the Neotech desk, and they're patching in here to the Antelope Orion 32 interface. And then within the control panel of the Antelope, I can set up monitoring outs to this desk, and then so use the auxes. I've got 3 sends here. I'm sending 3 different headphone mixes out. What we're dealing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-piece band. So there's quite a lot of headphones. Okay, well there you go. Tannoys are back in action, by the way. That was nice. I spent the last half of yesterday's session working on them actually. Okay, quick rundown. Thanks for watching.